you how great I am.
What's going on, everybody? This is Raymond Walker, and I am the Iron Assassin. Just want to sit back and talk about another interesting topic. Gonna start uploading a whole lot more videos now. I don't know if you noticed, but I got a new phone. I know you don't see the two little boxes on there anymore because I had an Ultra. I actually use an Ultra flip camera, and it lasted, But now we had to do some things. It's time to do better things, to do better and get better. Trying to get some more subscribers on this channel here because I don't think enough people know about me yet. But today's topic I'm going to be covering is proper form versus ego lifting. What's my take on that? Well, guys, in my opinion, based off what I live by, proper form, I live by proper form. I know a lot of you notice, and a lot of you make comments saying, Raymond has the best freaking form. Well, the truth is, Raymond don't want to hurt himself, guys. My body doesn't really react that well to ego lifting. I used to ego lift, when I was a little younger. When I first moved here to Dallas when I was 23, I made 24 is when I actually first started uploading videos on here on YouTube. And I didn't used to go all the way down squatting. I hated it. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I first moved here, squatting, legs used to be a weak point for me, basically. They're not anymore, though. They're not a weak point. Very strong. I'm stronger than I've ever been doing legs now. And I believe I owe it all to proper form, not ego lifting, and, not trying to show off in front of people. Because when I first came here, me being a country boy, back in Alexandria, that stuff kind of worked. You go to the gym, you get on 225, you squat. People don't really pay attention to your form, The regular outsider just think you're strong, And I remember getting up under 500 pounds, and I could not drop my butt. I could not drop it down, I think I did like halfway, and sometimes I probably didn't even go halfway. But the only thing I was really concerned about at that time was really making sure that I'm just seen moving this huge amount of weight. And that leads to injury. When I was a teenager, I remember injuring my back. I used to do clean jerk. I don't even know why I was doing it in the backyard, but my friends would come over, and I would do clean jerks. I had concrete weights at the time. I think the most weight I had that it could hold was like 185 pounds. I would clean jerk it, and I remember one particular day I turned the wrong way or something, and I ended up hurting my back. And that injury lasted for a little minute. I don't feel it anymore. It's gone now. It's healed. But anyway, let me get on the topic, okay? So we're closing on in 3 minutes right here, okay? Here's my training terminology, my technique of training. I believe that if you take your time and move a weight and feel it throughout the whole range of motion, you'll get more development that way versus just concentrated on moving a lot of weight and not being very mindful of form, because that's how you get injury. Anytime you don't think about form, I really do believe that you're setting yourself up for an injury at some point because you don't even know your body. Now I know what I can lift using proper form. Okay, then I could only squat 500 incorrectly when I first moved here, and I couldn't do anything with it. Really, it was just bad. I wish I still had the videos on YouTube, but this is well before I've gained a little bit of subscribers that I have now, and kind of glad because I'm pretty certain you guys would have been trolling the hell out of me. So I'm glad I didn't do all that. But this year, now that I've had a chance to, for the last 2 years, I guess you say, since the last show, I had a chance to really start knowing my body and learning what works for me. I do believe that concentrating on full range of motion for me has been more beneficial to my body as far as development as well as volume. When you're ego lifting, most people who ego lift are not really thinking about getting volume and getting reps. They're just thinking about moving the weight. But now since I've dropped the weight, medium range, and really focusing on the full range of motion, getting a good squeeze and a contraction, I have a whole lot more development now. And I believe that this year on stage are going to look a whole lot better, especially the leg area. My legs didn't have any separation last year, and I'm really praying that when I diet down this time, that they will be ripped. So I believe that proper form gives you overall great development, striations, separations, gives you better strength throughout a longer range of motion, and I believe that would allow you to not be injured. But when you ego lift, you're not really concentrating on having strength throughout the whole range of motion. And if you just go too far, not going, using the complete range of motion, if you don't have strength in that lower region area. So let's say, for example, you're squatting, you're doing 405 pounds, right? Let's say if you go halfway, you have strength, right? You go halfway down, you come up, you got strength, you can keep going. Okay, but let's say you're failing up here and you go a little bit too far here. And now, since you haven't been training to have strength at that lower end, either two things are going to happen. You're going to have to muscle it up and your knees are going to be killing you to bring it up, or you're going to crash down. But if you start focusing on using proper form and start going all the way down, all the way up, I feel that you have a less chance of actually having an injury if you focus on full range of motion, contraction. But anyway, guys, that's my take on it. Proper form wins over ego lifting any day. Hey, that's what I feel. That is what got me my results. I'm able to do volume now. I'm able to train forever. So no more ego lifting. It's Raymond Walker, the Iron Assassin. Over now. I'm back again. I always have to say something else, right? No lie, you're like, man, I thought he was gone. I thought Raymond was gone. Check it out. I'm going to New York tomorrow. I'm flying out tomorrow morning at 7:40. So, okay, I'm only going to be willing to do this if I get enough people, okay? Enough people, and if I know that I have enough followers, then maybe. I'll consider doing a meetup at a gym, and we can all train and work out, and I can meet some of my supporters. So, if you're in New York, comment below. If you can, comment below and say, hey, I'm in New York. That's a great idea. Whatever. And if you're really enthusiastic about meeting me and training with the Iron Assassin, drop me an email at raymondrwalker@yahoo.com. And let's see if we can make it happen, guys. And that's it.